Hey guys, and welcome back to what has been the best response to any start of the series so far. Will it happen overall? I doubt it, but welcome back guys to the road to glory. The Grimsby Town one. I've got last season's shirt on. I've got to dig it out for this series, as you guys have gone ham with the suggestions. Thank you so much. If you haven't seen the first episode, I was really excited about that. The first game was played, the pre-season. We sold a player for a lot of money as well. But yeah, I'm excited for today, so smash a like if you are already. I'm not going to try and spoil it, but you might see a bit of a spoiler there as we go into the rest of this month. It might be a jam-packed episode. I'm going to go a month at a time. We want to get promoted as soon as possible, if we can, of course, get promoted, because it wasn't a good start. Also, the transfer window in this episode might leave a bit of deadline day till the next one as we go into that month afterwards. And also, whilst I am at the standings, I might as well show you all that's going on. We have Harrogate first, which I am going to simulate, as you can see. We have them away, and they are in 19th below us. But I'm going to show you the cup competitions, the Papa John's, the pizza trophy. Yes, that's right. It's named after a bloody pizza, where we play Barrow and Northampton. Not really bothered about that competition, if you ask me. Then we have the Carabao Cup. FA Cup hasn't started yet. Well, we have Leyton Orient, and we're playing them today. And I have, of course, mentioned all the great transfer players you have offered me, but I am going to show you them once I sign them, because there was that many that I've got all my scouts out, and my scouts out the best, so they take like 20 plus days to get back to me. So I will show you when they come in, and I've had a look at them myself. I'll give you credit, and I will sign them. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, I have changed up the training days. Yes, the fitness is going down, but the sharpness on the whole is going up. We've got 4 days a week. We need to get these boys up to scratch, get the ratings up. Fitness, yes, is going to take a hit and morale a little bit, but of course got press conferences and rest days and a big squad to rotate, so I don't see that as a problem, as we've got players asking to play the first time. James Tilley, I don't know if he's in my plans to play this game, but he did get an assist, so I'm going to have to think about this rationally. There's got bigger games coming up, you'll play then, as I in fact do need to show you the team for this game. I'm going to listen to your suggestions as well, guys. I am not going to quick sim it. I'm going to do the long sim, as the team looks very tired as well. I'm going to make sure it isn't, so I've got some rotating to do. When in fact, actually, I'm guessing this is from the training that I've done. Maybe it's a bad idea to change it, because you can see Owaro Edwards and Harry Clifton aren't happy. That's the first mistake we've made. Plenty more are going to be made. We lost the first game as well, but we'll make it up as we have changed the team slightly, I think. With McEwen in net, Luke Hendry, Waterfall, Holmes and Preston at left back, with Rose, Hewitt and Clifton. That's the same with Scannell, Hansen and Owaro Edwards in for James Tilley. Yes, he did get an assist, but it wasn't fast. It wasn't really offering anything in terms of goal threat himself. So Kyle Bennett's on the bench in front of him. Max Wright's up there. And we're going to go into the first game, the long simulated game against Harrogate with this side. And I don't really know what their lineup looks like. You can see it on the side. I'm not going to be reading that out. Muldoon, I think, is a decent striker around this level, so we've got to be actually careful. And it could even be more than underway. 17 up to 10. Martin on the ball now. What's Martin going to try and do? Give it to 26. Good 1-2. Trying to go forward, it's cut out. Number 9 on the ball now, James Hansen over the top, looking for Scannell, it's out. Hansen even gives it on to number 22. Hansen playing a couple of 1-2s. 15 has run onto it. I don't even know my own numbers. I'll have to redo that, of course, when we get more plays in. The goalkeeper's very outside of his net. It's number 10 now. Number 10, Martin with the ball. He's been pulling the strings, but Preston, our lowest rated player by far, gets a great tackling. Now Hansen coming away with her. Harry Clifton in the middle, over the top to number 11, to the edge of the box. Got a good chance here as Hansen's shot saved. Could in fact be a break at the last minute for us. Hendry into Hewitt. Our best players in my opinion. Harry Clifton now, he needs to grow a bit more, as it's a poor cross from Preston. And that is half time. 0-0 at the break. We've been absolutely dominated though from Harrogate. Got a couple of shots on the counter, yes, but possession-wise, not good. Might put it down to a bit of fatigue, as I'm going to make changes. George Williams is tired as well, don't know why, but he's going to come on for Hansen. Hansen, I do rate, but hasn't really offered us anything so far in this save. And Bennett as well for Owaro Edwards. Bennett, you're high-rated, you haven't played the best for Grimsby in real life, but I'll give you a chance. Oh my days, don't let Harrogate score on a counter-attack as well. This will be bad for the start of the season. They were coming forward a lot there, but it's took away from Hewitt. Hewitt's coming back. This is actually a gritty game. I wish I were playing this one, to be honest. I'm not going to jump in on these games, though. I'm going to play it fairly, as George Williams gives it to Harry Clifton. He's making a lot of deep runs onto Kyle Bennett. Back to Preston, into Clifton as well, and he can't turn. And after a high score in the first game, I honestly think this might be a draw. Please, don't let me have spoke too soon, as it's a big miss from Martin there. Oh my days, they had a huge chance to take the lead. And yeah, bit of a boring simulator game. However, could they make the town fans jump? Sean Scannell with a chance, gives it back to Hendry, got the ball around the box, Clifton, on to George Williams, what's he doing? He's lost the ball, and honestly, this is a draw written all over it, but it's a good counter from Harrogate, who don't take the chance. However, they are still coming forward. Number 8 turns our defender well, and Emmett has scored an 86-minute goal. It's another heartbreaking moment from Harrogate. It was first Carlisle, and now it's Harrogate Town, who are best known for the water, have beaten us. Oh my days, they supply the water, and we are the bottle jobs. Thompson scores as well in the 90th. We've lost 2-0 to Harrogate Town, and you can see the ask that we've got on ourselves now. We need to make signings right away, as we lose 2-0 to Harrogate Town from 2 late goals. They deserve the win as well. Big changes to be made. Yeah, that was an absolutely shocking game, as Luke Hendry has a transfer offer straight away. This is a guy I want to keep at the club. It's a good bit of money. It's from a foreign team in Turkey. I don't think he's going to want to travel as well, so I'll do him a favour and reject it. And as you can see here, here is our list of players that I'm looking at. As you can see, got a lot on left back wise, but of course these aren't the only players. I've got a lot who aren't on the shortlist who are just getting scouted for the time being, but it's time to bring someone in. I need to, as this guy is shouting at me massively. Josh Martin from Norwich. I'm going to try and get him on a loan first, because I know he is cheap, but I want to save my money as well. And if not, I think I might try and sign him, because he looks very good. So no, they're not going to want a loan. Will they want to buy? They will. And I'm going to try and save my money a bit here. 400, pretty low. And a 7% release clause. Come on, that is what we're trying to negotiate with teams, just to get them a bit cheaper. Okay, 3%. It's still quite cheap, so I'm going to edit that, increase it back to 7. Propose new transfer fee, drop it off a little bit to 450. That's acceptable. Come on, Norwich. He is a player that I don't think is going to play for him, and yes, the representative agrees with me. Can we get our second signing here at Grimsby Town through the door? 18-year-old, 60 rated. I think this is a very good buy, as he wants an important role though. That's a bit of a worry. I'll accept it, because I think he'll get it in the future, but not straight away. I mean, Bennett, I'm going to give a chance now. 5 years. Okay, I'm not about giving players little contracts like Grimsby already have done. Accept that as well. 500 a week is great. Goal-wise as well. Don't know if he'll even reach it. If he does, great. So I'll accept that. A really low wage for a good player on a 5-year contract. I'll take that. Josh Martin, welcome. And now we're on to Leyton Orient after making that signing. Was looking to make more, but just the scouts haven't come back, and I'm going to change his team up. Probably weaker. As this is the side that we're going to play, yes, it's a lot weaker. But then again, we've got to share around the playing time. Carabao Cup, I would like to go far in. I'm bothered about trophies. But of course, the league is the most important, and we're struggling at the moment. So save our best players for that, including the goalkeeper McEwen as Russell comes into the goal. Hendry at right back, this guy. The stamina he has to play every game. He's probably going to play with Waterfall. Not much, but captain is going to stay there with Pollock as well coming in. He's now 60 rated, going to be one for the future. And Joey Hope the same, hopefully, with Morton getting his first appearance. He hasn't played any pre-season as well, so he's coming straight into the deep end. With Rose still there, and Harry Clifton, the Grimsby man through and through. Same with Max Wright, who's back on the wing. Ira Jackson Jr. up front. Want to grow this guy with Bennett starting. We've got Williams, Windsor, Martin back on the bench with Spokes, or not even back on the bench. His first appearance. So we're going to play the Carabao Cup as well. See how we can do against the O's. And let's have a look at this Leyton Orient team, shall we? I mean, I might know some players, but in the future, when we get up the league, we'll know more. With Sargent, Thomas, Happy, Hurley, Brophy, Kipranyu, Josh Wright is a good player, I know that. Shabani in the middle as well. With Wilkinson, Lee Angle, and Dennis up front. Angle is a player Grimsby were after for quite a while, but of course he's picked Orient and kind of has turned out to be the good decision in real life, however much I hate to say it. As we've got to try and get the win here. And here is Wilkinson on the ball in the middle. Good tackle on him there as Angle still coming forward with the ball. Got another good tackle in, but he's tackled by Josh Wright, the main midfielder, as Russell makes a great save. Leyton Orient again putting the early pressure on. We just need to improve all around. Not doing well from the start. It's the defence I think that we have to address, as that's going to be a goal kick. Morton with the ball again in the middle. He's been sent back in real life from Grimsby. As Clifton's got a good run through here. Harry Clifton, Jackson Jr. alongside him as he tries to cross it. It was a good touch away from Clifton. It almost fell to him. And it's Wilkinson to right in the middle. Lee Angle now. Angle with the ball in the middle is completely free, and Russell makes a great save there. He's playing really well as this goalkeeper, even though he's 37. As our number 37, Bennett at the front post. It's going towards Angle, who heads it downwards for our goal kick. Honestly, looks like two teams in the Carabao Cup, both wanting to just try and get through with weaker sides, as Morton's running through here. Morton has got Bennett in the middle. It's fallen through to Bennett somehow. Bennett, oh, I should have sweated it to Jackson Jr. He's moaning that he didn't as well. So we've won a corner though. Rose to whip it in. Waterfall to jump and not get there. Started to get some momentum here. Now Danny Rose in the middle. Plays a 1-2 with Harry Clifton. Get on your bike here, Jackson Jr. On your bike through that middle as we're going to try and go out wide. Bennett is here. Bennett with the ball. Can he whip a good ball in as well? That is a decent one ahead. Oh, it's off the post. Great save. We're running in there. We're trying to get the shot off. And it's a goal kick in the end. Oh, it's Harry Clifton who has missed. But he's hit the post. He hit the bar in the first game of last episode and he was offside. And now it's Morton to come forward with the ball as well. Gives it on to Kyle Bennett. Bennett with a couple of step overs. Now gives it to Jackson Jr. That's a good run through the middle from Rose. Rose tries to play it one more and I shouldn't have done that. Wrong choice from me. As at half time, I think it is, and definitely is, 0-0. Right, not been a good half of football, you know. A couple of chances here and there. One big one for us, of course. But I think we've been dominated on the whole. Not going to make no changes, but definitely will in the second half. And Danny Rose starting off. That's a great ball. I'm enjoying playing with Danny Rose at the moment. He's an old workman-like midfielder, but he's playing very, very well. Just a shame about the control. And it's Lee Angle with the ball. Passes it through on the angle to Josh Wright. Oh, and he's nutmegged Russell in the net. Leyton Orient do take the lead after a lot of pressure from us. They're just scoring up, Meg. I'm just thinking we need to get them scout reports back pronto. Because at this moment, we honestly look like we're doing what Holloway kind of did. And making the team a lot worse when we want to get to the Premiers. That is a nutmeg straight on the keeper. Shocking from us. We find ourselves 1-0 down. And we've got a ball through here to Jackson Jr. This will be his last action of this first half. As he ball rolls it inside. It's a good move. Jackson Jr. Oh, it's just wide. Get off the field, mate. I mean, you've been good, but it's time to go off. Making the changes. All three. Spokes for Clifton. We've made another one on the wing. Martin comes on for his debut and Owen Windsor for a bit of pace up front. And it's into the late stages of this game. Josh Wright with the ball. Good pass on to Shabani. Shabani with a pass back to Wright. We've missed the tackle. Josh Wright curving. He's straight through and tried to nutmeg Russell again, I think. It's a great save again, but we can't rely on a second string keeper to just keep us in games because it's just been shocking all around this season. Martin at the front post to try and get it away. It's going deep though. It's a great header. The ball still hasn't gone. It still has not gone. They've got the ball in the middle. It's Dennis who puts it wide to Brophy at the edge of the box. Back into Dennis and get that away. Not a good clearance at all as Johnson. It's going to go through to Wright. It's going to go through and he's going to score the second. This guy has dominated this game. Boos must ring around from our fans because it's been terrible. Absolutely dreadful. This is a lot worse than the Carlisle game. I had hope when we were 2-1 up in that game. Our season we're going to do well as Waterfall misses the tackle. They're telling us, the commentary, find players' wages. We're not going to find them. We're going to spend them on others. I tell you what, this is a lot harder than I expected with Grimsby. I thought it would be an easier challenge. As it's 3 in the 3rd minute of the 93rd. Plus stoppage time, whatever you want to say, is I think that's a substitute. Got to get his business done. Scouts, please hurry up. Please, as this is embarrassing for us. Just puts it in the side, netting with the side foot. Russell doesn't even save it. Shabani, not a sub, sorry. So he's an old player who's been running all game and still managed to get a goal against us. No words for that performance. Out of the Carabao Cup already. We're not going to be focusing on that. Maybe when the FA Cup and Papa John's trophy comes around. But terrible. Russell probably got the lowest rating for us, even though he kept us in the game a lot, as that was just terrible. The players just looked flat on the feet, as we are 24th in the league, rock bottom, with Leyton Orient, who just beat us in the cup, so that's a great sign, as we have 3rd as well next at Blundell Park, though I've made the team, but I want to make a transfer if we've got any things back. I'm looking at all these players. Bates looks good, Virtue, but this guy, yes, he's an English, and I said I want to mostly sign English players, but Johnny Kauko from Alfire. He's 30-year-old. He's Finland. Oh, he won't move from his club, will he? Oh, and there's no one to sign after. The players just looked flat on the feet. We've got to get new boys in, but the scouts, man, they're so bad. And I'm not putting money into them because we need the money to sign the players that they suggest, as this is going to be the lineup that I'm suggesting for the Forest Green game, who we play next. We're third in the league with McEwen in goal, Hendry, Waterfall, Holmes and Joey Hope at left back, with Rose in the middle, Hewitt and Clifton on either side of him, with Scannell, the best player so far, Williams up front this time, and Bennett. So it is our highest rated team, I think. Matty Pollock's on the bench again, Martin Hansen's dropped down, Awara Edwards in the reserves. He hasn't really cut it for me, so yeah, we are actually rock bottom of the league with Leyton Orient, who just beat us in the cup, as we move on to Forest Green Rovers. And let's have a look at this Forest Green Rovers team. They've got Luke McGee in there, that's a decent keeper. Wagstaff's well known as well from me. Kitchen, Moore-Taylor, Stokes, Cadden. We've got Winchester, really good player. Adams, Whitehouse, the captain, who played for Grimsby last year in real life. Mikulski and Stevens up front. He's a good youth prospect. So, it's a hard team to beat. They're third in the league and flying. We are rock bottom. It's time to pick up points. As if any of you didn't know what Forest Green Rovers are all about, I'll tell you. They're a vegan football team. Yes, all the players have to be vegan when they're playing. They run on electricity. The stadium's made out of wood. They're just all for the environment. And they actually are playing really well once they've got this ball. Carl Winchester with a good turn. He's running through, you know. I mean, defenders were in his way. Good interception from Waterfall there, though, as Rose is going to give it out to Elliot Hewitt to run forward. We've got George Williams making a good run round the back. This is better. Running at the back line of teams. George Williams is actually free a bit here. Williams tries to put it across. Hewitt's in the middle. Oh, and he's missed it. Don't you dare tell me that's a goal kick. It isn't right. Oh, my dear. I don't know how he missed it as well. Good block from the defender, as it's a poor cross as well from Bennett, who's really not impressing. He's still got the ball, though. Kyle Bennett gives it in the middle to Hewitt to take a long shot. Doesn't work. And it's Danny Rose here on the ball. Gives it to Harry Clifton. We've got a bit of chance to run here. Harry Clifton. Grimsby through and through. Gives us the breakthrough. Harry Clifton in the first half. 25 minutes in. I don't really see him doing flips in real life. But Harry Clifton, the youth Grimsby player, has scored the first goal of the game. We need to hold on to this now. Great run through the middle. Just has to put it past the keeper, Luke McGee. Easily does. Down low. I don't know who got the assist, but that is great. We lead against a third place side when we are rock bottom. And this is a great reply to the Leyton Orient game, as Clifton turns back, gives it into Hewitt. Could it be two? George Williams is an ex-Forest Green player, if I'm not wrong. I think we just signed him from them, as Rose gives it onto Hewitt, making a run. Hewitt's been great, and that could have been too easily. And Elliot Hewitt running forward. This guy's been great for us so far. Gives it to Williams. Don't tell me this is Clifton again. Harry Clifton's through. Same position from before. Ball rolls it inside. Clifton! Oh, shoots at McGee and he goes underneath him. Harry Clifton having the game of his life here against Forest Green, and it is 2-0. Oh my days, straight through the middle again. They didn't expect the ball roll from Harry Clifton. 59 rated as well. As we make it 2, Luke McGee's done dreadful, and I don't know what it is. Third in the league, absolutely collapsing. Love to see it. Been absolutely easy here against Forest Green as Carl Bennett. Oh, referee, we're through in the middle there as that's half time. No change, of course, to be made after that. Absolutely great half of football for us. Beating the team that are up there. A couple of tired players. I'll let it slide as we need to keep the lead up. And Winchester, looks like Forest Green are trying to reply. Great tackle that, I think, from Tom Holmes, who had a bit of a shocker of a debut. Good job, he's actually playing really well here as they've gone back as well. Get this pressure on Hewitt. And Stevens being dispossessed from Hendry. I think Stevens is a young player, as it's a poor pass out. It's a chance for them to take another goal back. Great save, McEwen, as it's fallen to Adams as well here. Danger's still not gone. It is now. And Mikulski round the corner. Matt Stevens has gone off now. It's Winchester. What a tackle as well. Holmes. Him and Clifton have been absolutely phenomenal in this game, and I don't expect to be saying that about Holmes. As Winchester has another run on again. 20 minutes to go. Joey Hope misses the tackle. It's in the middle. It's pressure time. Adams with the ball on the edge of the box gives it to Elliot Whitehouse. We don't want him scoring. Ex-player. Bad tackle. Falls to them again. And he is offside. Great stuff. Williams gives it to Danny Rose. Rose onto Clifton again. He could have a hat-trick here. Harry Clifton turns inside. Goes for a shot. Blocked. Clifton goes for another shot. Blocked again. I mean, he hit the post in the last game. He hit the crossbar in the first. It's all coming back for him here. And Clifton still battling for the ball. Definitely man of the match. 100% as Bennett give that to George Williams. Great run in behind from George Williams. Has to shoot, and that's a poor shot. What is he playing at? And here he goes. Harry Clifton is not going to get that hat-trick. Morton's going to come on for the last couple of minutes, or literally seconds for us, as it's going to be the clock that ticks down. This should be the first win of the season against a great Forest Green side. which is really, really good. As we go and look for another, we're not going to get that breakthrough, but it's going to be game over. And there we go. Big win for Grimsby Town right there. 2-0 over Forest Green Rovers. Great team. 5 at the back as well, but Harry Clifton that was a game made for him. And that takes us back up to 16th, and we have another game. I think, looking at the timer that I'm on right now, I don't think I can actually long sim these. They'll have to be quick simmed. I thought I could fit them in, but of course I said before I couldn't, and I think I stick by that now. It's got some scout reports back. Doig looks great, Jackson looks great, and this guy, Hannon, looks great. So I'm going to look at the cheapest one, which is Doig, and see if I can sign one up. And this was a great suggestion from you know who right now, as we're going to see if we can get through and see if we can buy this player. It's a bit of a pricey one. I mean, Holmes was as well, the defender. So we're going to do the same that we did against him. 700 plus a 10% release clause. But no, they want Max Wright, and I'm not going to let Max Wright go. No way indeed, so get that off your list. I'll straight up pay what you want. Is that enough? 800, you want enough? Oh, they're wanting a little bit over. I'll take that off. The 20k, just offer that with a 10% release clause. That should be enough. I don't know. They want to stick by that. It's a big bit of money, but we'll accept. Breaking the bank for Josh Doig. And of course, he is the most needed player for this team. Joey Hope was a little bit shaky for us. I'm not going to lie. Of course, I want to keep him and growing, as we'll put an important role onto Doig. We'll offer this guy a 3-year contract because he's 62 rated, young. He wants a 5-year, which I'm thinking after Martin, I'm not going to offer them out lightly. 4 years. There we go. Don't want to put many players on big contracts with important roles, as well accept that release clause. The wage is very low as well. 10 clean sheets. I'd love it if we get 10 clean sheets. There we go. Josh Doig is the starting left back. As I think this team already looks a lot better than the one we inherited here. We've got all 60 rated now, so we should be firing up that league. Clifton, of course, gone up after him firing in the net. And we have got a few scout reports back, but we're going to go straight into this game against Newport first. We've even got more back right now. I want to play Bolton desperately, because they're a big team, of course. And that will be the last game of this very long episode, I think. With McEwen in goal, Hendry, Waterfall, Holmes and Doig at the back, straight in for his debut. With Clifton, Rose and Hewitt through the middle, Scannell, Williams and Bennett. I think now we could do with signing maybe another centre mid for the bench or for the first team. I was thinking about making Clifton like a bench player who comes on a lot. But after them 2 goals, he can't just be a bench player. He's got to start. Of course, a youth player as well. As good a quick sim it, of course. They've got Podrake Ammond up front, an ex-Grimsby player. Please, boys, try and battle for it as we win! We win, and we dominate the game as well. George Williams with the goal, Scannell with a yellow card. Ratings-wise, we had all great players. Williams being the best, Waterfall and McEwen as well, and it's a great win, that one. And hello, Bolton. We sit in 12th. What a glow-up that has been. Same points as the rivals. As we play a bit of a rival here, Bolton will be everyone's rivals. Huge team in the league as an offer's coming for Waterfall from Oxford United. That's a big offer for our main centre-back. I'm going to try and negotiate it. So here's our centre-back, our main one. I don't really want to lose him, so we'll offer 450. 320 is what they come back with. It's over his evaluation, and he is an ageing player, but I want to get a bit more out of them. 350. I do have a backup in mind, don't you guys worry. As I will accept that, and Luke Waterfall could be on his way out. As this is the team that we're going to play against Bolton. Of course, took him out of the team if he's not going to be here in the long term. We've got a project on our hands. We're not going to play him. With McEwen in net, Hendry, Pollock, Holmes and Doig at the back, with Rose, Hewitt and Clifton, Scannell, Williams and Bennett. Williams has even gone up a rating after his winner against Newport. So hopefully we can keep this team rather strict and similar, only rotate for like cup competitions, you know. As yeah, bench players as well, got some good players on the bench, but I want to stick with a good team. And let's have a look at this Bolton team. It's going to be good. Sorry, didn't know what happened there. Gilks, Jones, Delaney, Taft, Santos and Bronbach in a 5 at the back, I think. With Brandon Conley at Grimsby ages ago, with Sarkovic, good player, and Crawford. With Doyle, last season's top goal scorer, and Ganawa up front. Very good team again. Very underperforming though. So hopefully if they're underperforming, we can beat them. I also don't get why this whole 5 at the back malarkey is going on with every single team apart from us. As Scannell, can he wake us up straight away? Win us a corner. And we don't have James Hanson on the field straight away. So we'll just have to aim for the second tallest person as it almost goes in. Scannell though, with a shot from the edge and a great save. Another corner now going towards the middle. It's Holmes at the front post who's almost there. And I think that was Scannell, wasn't it? Who tried to get a header. He's really up for this game, as Hewitt is as well, because he's in the middle in a good position, but poor shot. And Sarkovic in the middle. Oh my days. They could just take the lead as easy as that, and Bolton do. First attack, littlest attack as well, booted forward, and it's Brandon Comley, of course, the ex-Grimsby man. I mean, it's been years since he was there, didn't really play much, but there you go. And big Bolton Wanderers, who should really be in the Championship if they were owned properly, and the owners didn't just take advantage of them. Take the lead, 1-0 to them. Poor defending from us, and a great goal straight past the keeper to make it 1. And it's Sean Scannell, though, to try and reply. This guy's been a great player this season. Big, pacey, got everything going for him, apart from getting past defenders, as Hendry's going to pick up on it, though. Rose, he's played a lot of good passes. I think Williams might just be onside, is he? No, he's offside. George Williams with his second goal in 2 games, but don't count. And oh my days, Owen Doyle could make this 2 to the away side, as that's a penalty, isn't it? Yep, Matty Pollock. Poor tackle, of course, not his fault, my fault. As don't be a red, it's a yellow. But we're falling apart here right at Bolton. It's shocking. We've just scored, doesn't count. They're going to go and have a penalty. This will count if it goes in, but can McEwen save it? He does! James McEwen diving the right way to stop it before being 2. Brilliant save, as it's going to be Sarkovic, though, with the corner. Got to keep focused. Don't let them score here. Doyle was almost underneath it. And that's got the feel-good factor coming a little bit more, as Sarkovic, good ball through to Crawford. Great tackle from Luke Hendry, though. He's going to try and get it away, but he's going to just mess up the kick. Going to come forward again now, as that's a good block. Hendry up to Rose, up to Hewitt. Hewitt to start to run on. We've got a ball around the corner here to George Williams. Williams to try and get past the defender. Try and squeeze one in. Only 1.5 bad shot. And that is the first half over, as it was going towards Scannell. It is 1-0 to Bolton. We've scored and been offside. They've missed a penalty. It's been an eventful first half, but of course, not eventful for us. We need to be getting a leveler, really. And Hewitt to come forward with the ball, gives it into... No, this is Hewitt. That wasn't Hewitt to start off with. And a great turn from George Williams, who's on real good form at the moment. George Williams misses. Gilks with the save, and that was such a poor shot from our striker. We've got to get us forward scoring us. Can we score a header? No. Falls to Matty Pollock, who lays it on a plate for Clifton to get another, and does! Harry Clifton from the edge of the box gets a goal back against Bolton. Goes towards the Bolton fans to celebrate as well. That's a bit bad. And he shows them the back of the shirt. Oh my days. The shithousery on that, as Harry Clifton is turning out to be a real star in this save. Look at this. Edge of the box, through bodies. Keeper stands absolutely no chance. And we have our leveller. Bolton 1, Grimsby Town 1. And of course, Bolton just want to start and get back into the game after we score. So it's Sarkovic. Thought he was a striker as well, but he's playing in like the deep midfield role. With Delaney on it now. Over the top towards Brandon Comley. In the middle to Owen Doyle. Don't let him get another big tackle from Pollock. As Doig, the left back. Good ball out. He's been solid as well this game. As Bennett, you've got to run down this wing. Get run. Oh, there's another defender. As this has been a very, very end-to-end game. This one, Kyle Bennett on the ball again. I think his first name's Kyle. I actually don't know. As Clifton has it in the middle. Harry Clifton looking for Williams, and he can't find him. Sarkovic to come away. Yeah, it's number 10, but he's playing in deep midfield. Don't understand that, as that's a great ball onto Miller. Come on, McEwen. You've got to come out and try and save this. It's a chip over the top. And it's 2-1 to Wanderers. Absolutely horrific defending. Straight through the middle. Cutters open. It's Tom Holmes again. Bolton have the reply. 2-1 to them. And look at that. Poor defending. Matty Pollock's far upfield. He had to come out from the defence though. And Holmes stayed back. Didn't do his job. And that's another mistake from him. And Max Wright's going to come on here as it's a corner to Bolton again. Free kick. Good save from McEwen. But nothing to shout home about. We're going to put it towards the back post. Towards that big centre-back. Miller with the ball again. He's been great. I think he's just come on, hasn't he? As that's a good ball to Del Fuenzo to wrap it up. 3-1. Poor game of football from us. And we've lost. Clayton Donaldson. Is he come on? No, it's Del Fuenzo. Sorry, it looks like him. Del Fuenzo with the finish. McEwen, no chance. And it is 3-1 to the away side. Poor half of football from us. And we've cost... Well, we've paid the cost. Paid the price as well. As here is James Hansen. Can Hansen try and get us back into the game? That's poor from him. Very poor. But what do you expect from a 6'3", 29 pace guy? God, we need a striker. And I don't think we're getting another goal back. However, that's a great tackle. Into James Hansen. 3-2. Wouldn't be the worst. But of course, it's not a win. It's another goal. But we're not going to get that. Referee, just blow your whistle. They're playing it down the back, referee. Come on. They're not going anywhere. 3-1 to Bolton Wanderers at the Blundell Park Stadium, which is horrible. But... We need to make signings. That's the big thing. 18th now, and it's just falling downhill. I mean, I think Waterfall's complaining about game time as we get an offer in for Hewitt as well. Got Zeppe, he's not going. And an offer in for Clifton as well from Crew. I mean, that's a good offer if he's on his way up, but this is a homegrown player, so I'm not going to let him go to Crew. Crew always bring players through their academy as well, so I don't know why they're buying. As Waterfall has gone out as well, as we get an offer in from Randers for James Hansen. Hansen, I'm sorry, mate. You're a good player in real life, but you're on a big wage. You're not going to be the starting striker, so I'm going to accept that from them. As this is definitely 100% going to be the final action of this episode, a simulated game against Southend. Sorry if it's gone on a bit, but of course we've had a lot to do in this transfer window. With McEwen in net, Hendry, Pollock, Holmes and Doig at the back. I don't know how Holmes has gone up a rating. With Rose, Clifton and Hewitt in the middle, Scannell, Williams and Bennett up front. It's a strong team. It should be winning simulated games. I mean, it should be beating Bolton. They have a good team, but I think we should have still beat them as these are 7th. They actually haven't got 5 at the back, which is a great sign. And please, can we maybe surprise they are flying? As we do surprise Doig, as we dominate against Southend. They had one shot, 35% possession at home. And our left backer we've just signed scoring the goal. Great stuff. Man of the match as well. Simulated games are the one this year. So where are we at the end of this episode? Saving transfer deadline day and a bit of time to sign some players till the next episode. It's gone on long enough. This will be like 40 minutes. As we have an offer in for Wright as well. And, oh, it's showing us the Papa John's trophy, which we don't care about at the moment. But unfortunately, guys, this brings us towards the end of a jam-packed episode right here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode. I'm going to rush off as well. You do not want to hear an outro here. Enjoy the next series tomorrow, and I'll see you all in a bit. Peace.